Hello people, we are back in the Bazaar, rockin' Pygmalion on the brand new patch that just came out yesterday. Let's see what we can cook up. And it's also been a week since the last video. I'll talk about that more in the monster fight, but gonna have to go to Midsworth. Not my favorite merchant, to be honest, and yeah, this is why. 4 gold for a reroll, and in this early game, I would like to see medium items, so this is tough. We'll grab the toy for Tiny Furry. But Brass Knuckles, no. Matchbox, no. I'm not a big Matchbox guy. I was playing it a decent amount before it got nerfed. But I played it a little bit after it got nerfed and it also doesn't feel great. And my opponents, I hardly see piggies running this, so gonna have to dip. Does mean we can't beat the Viper. But we'll go Fanged Inglet. Now, I've been fighting this guy quite a lot. In the early stages, I like to be weapon focused because Mac is going to outscale your defenses, and there's quite a lot of Mac out there. He's just going to stack a lot of burn and poison, but he's got a low HP pool, so I like to burst him in the early game with these weapon-based builds. And there's also a lot of Vanessas doing the same thing with a lot of burst. So your defensive stuff often can struggle to really scale. And the buffs to the Jabalian drum are really nice. Like, top 3 builds for me in terms of what Pygmalion has to offer. But yeah, the Jabalian drum build is also really strong, so Fang is like a great item in that build. So I tend to go fight the Fanged Inlet quite a lot, the Viper as well. Poison Fang's really nice. Tiny Furry or Middle. Now, getting the 1 XP to level up is nice, but if you don't actually find items to beat the Rogue Scrapper, it's also not great. So I think I'll go to Middle. Skip the XP, hope to maybe hit it somewhere else. Not the best items to see here. I haven't been picking up Boomerang really in the early game because you really want to be as strong as possible on like the day 2 and 3 monster fights. And I find I can sometimes not have the space to really run this on board. So I prefer to pick this up in the middle game. Maybe when it's silver. But we'll get the free briefcase and hopefully something better here. Okay, some better options. We got the longbow. I'm still not a dog fan. Like, dog and the scarf, I felt were underperforming. And they buffed the silk scarf, but dog hasn't been changed, and I'm just not a fan of that guy. But I will pick up the flail, possibly for Jabalian drum. But even if we get like a right-handed, left-handed, or a strength, it's appreciated on the flail. If we get the lumber, is also pretty good. Kino we don't really need to go to, so I'm probably just going to grab the income here. And kind of weak going into this next fight. But I've won on absolutely garbage before, so there's a chance. Seaweed is not something you like to see though, so that's probably not a good sign. A crit on the 30%. We can't burst them, they're just gonna outscale us. A day 1 defeat, but that's not the end of the world. It happens on Piggy. They also went gold tier start, so they have like a stronger early game. But we all about scaling. We all about them Benjamins. Okay, so we can catch up on that 1 XP if we want to. But then I think we're still on the weak side for the Rogue Scrapper. But I think we'll grab it. It also has a bit of gold into it. And we just hope that the next merchant can give us something. Oh, but I will take strength. That makes it a lot easier. Probably one of the worst merchants to see, Quixel. But let's hit her up. Safe we don't need. Tusked Helm, I mean it gets a double buff on the strength. I just don't know if we have enough damage to really clear the Rogue Scrapper. I mean, we'll pick this up. I think we'll be okay. Do you potentially reroll? No, I can't imagine that's the play. So yeah, let's pass here. And I think we'll beat him. Gonna be very awkward if we don't, but I think we got this. He slowed probably one of the weaker items for me, so yeah. I think I would be sad if the longbow got slowed. And hoping to just get the 3x multicast on the next hit if possible. It looks like it's not possible. Third hit, maybe. Because he does run out of the shielding from the gear Nola bar. So he does fall off a little bit. And there's the triple hit, so... we cleared him. And that is just due to the strength we got. So very happy with that skill. And a nice skill for Jabalian Drum. So let's go look at one of the... potentially finding one of the best weapons to run with the drum build, the yo-yo. Gonna be keeping an eye out for that one. I don't think we need any of these. Steam Ladle I've run here and there. But I find I often buy this hoping to get like a freeze build. But like I just end up moving towards something else. I don't get the freeze items early enough. So we're gonna pass on that. Okay, so we got a Halliday and a Slingshot. So that's going to be run when we level up. Or B1, B2. Middle is also nice, but... I mean, Lumbors is great. Ganjo's okay. ATM, cash register. I'm just going to be sad if I miss, because then I could have just upgraded the longbow. But let's go look for some stuff. Okay, ATM, that's nice. And I think let's try this robe. We've got a fast item here, and we've got a multicaster there. So if they don't have like too much poison, perhaps we can beat them from the shielding. Is there an argument for Halliday over the Tusked Helm? I mean, Tusked Helm is silver, so... probably run, and I'll re-roll, maybe Regal Blade, maybe, Regal Blade or the Lumbors were considerations, but there's a Bushel. If we were to go Bushel, what are we looking at? Like, Bushel, Robe, Fang, Means we can't run the Fang, but the Bushel does a bit more. Doesn't really work with the strength, but it just has some nice base numbers. But then you're also buying an item that you might cut. I think let's pick it up. I think it is strong in the early game. And I don't think we need the upgrade that badly. But I mean, it is getting a run. So let's buff you up. I mean, that's another reason why we should have taken it, because we had that medkit. But yeah, I guess we'll take the flail. Usually I wouldn't upgrade that item, but because the Jabalian Drum is a really strong build, I will actually look at it. And I think this looks good. Decent strength. A matchbox, okay. Not going to be helpful in that regard. A piggy is nice to see. Just going to be sad if he has scaling in his build and we don't. We've got like really nice flat numbers. He's got the Lumbors. But he is a level down, so... he did Enchanted Start, I think. Got the Obsidian Slingshot. So that is scary. Can we get the 3x? We do get the 3x. And he doesn't have healing. So I'm hoping we can maybe burst him on the next attack. And the slingshot's out. Very nice. Now I think if he was a level, like equal level to me, I probably would have lost that. Yeah, quite important to hit that level up. Quixel, yeah. Was just checking if I had rewards card, but I don't. So there's Ganjo if we want the scaling. How would that look into the next fight? Like, I don't think the Ganjo is actually needed because I think we can beat Aetherite just off better numbers. And I think we have like enough defense to beat the Scout Trooper on the motorbike. So I think we're actually fine in that regard. Weights, I'm also not a big weights fan. It does give you scaling, like if you level up maybe. But it's quite expensive. It's not the direction I want to go. So let's actually pass on that. Valpack. Hopefully we have enough bronzies in the stash to sell. Okay, we do. So I'll probably cut the ATM here. And I don't think I want to cut the Fang. It's just hard to find. And if we go the drum build, I would like the Fang. But these other things we can find again in shops. So I'll probably just sell these guys for a profit. Got a lot of money, so we could reroll if we wanted to. Silk Scarf we could maybe have picked up, but still need to see how strong this item is. But yeah, maybe it was a consideration because we don't have any direction right now. But I will reroll on Mr. Valpack. Some upgrades. So we'll take the longbow. And sure, let's cut an extra second off the cooldown on the robe. Nice that we can showcase this changed item in this video. And yeah, we should have the defenses to recover from the Hoover Bike Hooligan. Weren't you the Scout Trooper? Did your name get changed? Only a double X on the longbow now, but yeah, this fight's usually pretty tough if you don't have defenses, because you probably also don't have enough damage to burst them. But you can just see like the nice flat healing on Bushel. Nice flat shielding on the rope. I honestly think if we didn't even have the weapons, maybe we would still win. Because look at that, 560 healing, 700 shielding on robe. The robe change was a big buff to Pygmalion's early game. I don't think there's anything I'd really want to upgrade here. If we had a Regal Blade, you could even consider an extra 5% crit chance on a Regal if you go B1, B2. 60, no, I think we do need to like find some stuff. So ATM, cash registers money. And I just don't think we have enough to reroll, right? But then the problem is, what are we running in the next fight? Could maybe go cargo shorts. It's not great. I think just run these two. But we also have our upgrade. We don't have anything great for the upgrade. Like worst case Bushel, but could we potentially roll and sell stuff? Maybe. Well, there's a Regal Blade, so it is a tad late. But it's direction, and we don't have direction right now, so probably sell you and the Tusked Helm to get the 4 for the Regal. And now we have an upgrade target. And I mean, there's an argument to cut the Fang. Just for 20 damage on you. Might have to. We are dead broke, so let's get 4 gold from this free freeze item. I think it's fine. You could maybe put crit chance here for the early game. But you're gonna leave in maybe 1 to 2 days. So maybe you just put it on the Regal. Regal oftentimes has really good staying power. And I mean, we can try find another Fang later on. I think there's like the Sabertooth fight later on. Can get a shiny Fang. Okay, also got a level advantage versus this opponent. But they've got some decent scaling. A very fast Katana. Ooh, with some big crits. I think he just does too much damage for us, huh? Oh, can we get the triple? We do. I mean, he doesn't use too many aquatics. Can we survive? Come on! Hit him! No, we only got a double. We were just short. Oh, that one's unfortunate. 15x crit. It was so close. Okay, 2 options. Andy or the docks. And I think I'll just take the free weapon, honestly. Because we don't have too much money. Andy is also not crazy for us. Keena's also not great. But she might have the drum. Pawn shop. Pawn shop is profit if we can hold it for long enough. And I think we can, so I'll pick it up. There's even an argument to reroll and look for the drum. It's just the drum is so powerful. I will take a look. Got a signet. It is an item I really like, but we do want to get this Regal Blade up. Could have maybe picked up the safe to buff you. I think it's a profit of 2. I probably should have done that. I think Hellbilly is going to clear us with his scaling on his Ganjo. It's also got 900 max HP, so sadly you have to go for the easier Dervish. But because we got some extra XP from harder fights and like the Mountain Pass event, taking the easier fight here does mean we still level up, so it's just more so important on that day 2 to win the more difficult fight. But yeah, now we're going to be in a tricky spot where the flat numbers are starting to fall off on these guys. And we're going to have more of a struggle in the next few fights. Gumballs, not too much benefit to go there. Like, they are essentially free, but the buffs are not that powerful. I will just grab a free item, to be honest. Ooh, the upgrade. I think let's grab it. We just need that strength. Looking for arms dealer. I mean, strong arm. Plus 12. It's not that big early on, but it's also not too bad. Means we don't have to reroll. And you like it on that Lottle to get it Lottle down. Orion has the hatchet, a tool. It's not day 5, so we won't see the loop. Might have a cash register upgrade. I think that beats Lost Crate, right? But yeah, not a lot of money. Let's actually just grab the free medium, I think. Ooh, cash register upgrade. Wow. So let's sell you guys, because you do nothing on board. And yeah, fighting a dually. I wonder if he took his core. Because they made changes to how you get your core. I think at level 3, you choose a core. I don't know if you pay for it or something. But he went companion core. Which I think got buffs to its upgrades, where it now gets lower cooldown with each upgrade. So I wonder if we're going to see a lot more companion core. We do get the triple cast, which is nice. But his lizard scaling. But I think we're going to get that triple hit off. Okay, that's very nice. But I will take a look at the numbers on you guys. So 500 on the road, 400 on a bronze bushel. So out healing the silver flail. coming close to the Jabalian longbow. Like, there's probably fights where the Jabalian longbow is only hitting twice in some of those fights, and maybe it just loses to the bushel. All of these are pretty nice options. It's a pity that 3 nice options in one selection, but we do need to find some more things. Can reroll. I think I'm going to pass on the reroll. Maybe save the money because we have a pawn shop. Want to buy, sell. A Herma again. Maybe just a freeze item. Got a globe this time. Okay, lots of money, but we're struggling to find Ayla. Gorgon Noble. Oh. Do we beat the Gorgon Noble? Our damage is so flat. I mean, she scales when she gets regen. Kaiva's also not too bad with his skill. He's got the gold insect wings. And there's Sabertooth. Sabertooth is very nice if you go drum, because he's got the shiny fang. And he's got the skill where you have lower cooldown on your diamond items. Your diamond small items. Which the drum build does run quite often. But from this position, I think I'm leaning towards the commander. He's also quite an easy fight. I think it's quite difficult to lose this one. If he had some scaling on his bees, maybe he'd be scary, but yeah, it's just not a lot of damage. And I think Counter-Strike probably works best in a one-weapon build. Like a Lion's Cane or a double whammy. Just because you're charging such an impactful item.
Swarm come for you. Swarm sting forever.
So it could be nice if we get this Regal Blade up. But we get the Insect Wing. So we're probably going to have to plonk it on the Regal Blade now for strength. But it does make Fort difficult to play. Because a gold one won't multicast this. We finally see some weapons. So let's pick you up because you're free. And it gives us profit because of the pawn shop. Buy, sell you. A bronze one. It's not too great. There's also the lemonade for max HP, but probably not in this position. I'll probably just take this, sell it for actually some strength.
For free shipping. I'll carry it to your vehicle.
Alrighty, we get out of here. I mean, you could maybe have bought the textiles. 1 gold. Sacrifice an XP for 4 income. I think that's fine, actually. I don't take that one too often. Oh, luxury. It scales nicely, but it's quite late. There is a balcony, but pawn shop's going to take a long time before that comes online. I had a 10-piece with this new item. Well, it's not new, but it got buffed to quite a nice level. We do have 17 income, so we can start buying a lot of properties. Maybe we just have to pick it up, because Regal Blade is also falling behind. This is a property, so it will scale it up. This is also a property. So maybe we just grab it. We will cut you. I could even see like us cutting the balcony. Rerolls nice and cheap. Let's hit it up. And, well, we'll cut you. Do we cut the longbow? We'll give more strength to the Regal. We can then run this guy. I think that's fine. Have a little bit of defense here. But you do want to find other items. Halliday's free because of the pawn shop. And there's an argument to just sell it now for strength. And I think that's fine. So hopefully this 22 burn can do a little bit work now. But we are starting this item a bit late. Erfio. What are you cooking with? So a little bit of an arms dealer. So they're beating us on the max. Do you burn? You don't really burn, so this is not too scary. 200 damage each time. Not the worst. No real scaling on the sub either. But we're going to be scaling with a lot of... Well, not a lot of burn, but a decent amount of burn. No crit chance on it either. Ah, they have the barrel, they have the seaweed. And this is just a bit behind. Let's see. Because they also are going to like tick down and then the seaweed's going to heal them back up. So I think this one is a loss, just a smidgen of a loss. I think maybe 1 or 2 more properties on this guy. He would have done a lot better. But I'm happy that I have him because he gives us some good direction. And we have lots of income. Got a lot of money to buy properties, so... Let's start hunting for that. Probably gonna cut out this package. Ooh, so there's stained glass window. But that's only gonna buff my properties in play with extra value. No proper way to buff Caltrops either. Can give a bit of cooldown reduction to this guy. Just need to make sure we win the next fight then. But monster fights should not be too tricky. And we might just opt for one that's a tad safer if we do pick this up. So I think let's grab it. And... boomerang. I mean, if we go a safe monster fight, then we also get a loot item. So we can pick up the boomerang now. You're not a property, just a toy. Okay. Sad to see no medium properties, but... We're getting there. Don't need to upgrade any skills. Give me some properties. These are not properties. And, ooh, I mean the buff to it. So what would we upgrade rather? Maybe the boomerang... I mean, boomerang upgrades right here, so... Like, I don't think I want Regal. It's also cool to play, like, the new buffed item. So let's pick him up. We'll take the boomerang upgrade as well. We will maybe run this. But we do also want to run this item. And then probably just a pretty safe monster fight. What can be safe? Definitely not Infernal. He's not safe. Trash Golem can actually be a bit scary. So I think we'll just go Dire Inglet. We got space for the loot item. So that's nice. But yeah, it's a pity this guy is not a property, so you can't buff him with stained glass. But I can imagine if he was a property, he'd be too strong, like Balconium as well. So we might have to actually sell this item just for strength for the next fight. And what else would pair nicely with this thing? It is at 7 seconds naturally, so Fort is an option. Or we speed it up with Phonograph. But crit chance, that is nice. Upgrade hammer as well. If we find a cool silver item. Ah, it's a pity it's Ayla because... If it was a different item, I could maybe have taken it from silver to gold. But I mean, we do have the upgrade. Ayla. Beast of Burden can become a property. You don't have cargo shorts, which can also be a property. I think I'm actually just gonna pass and let's grab a... I don't know, a shield item. A jewelry. A nice 1 gold from that event. It's probably just... like maybe 5% extra crit, but could find that even better on a skill. So yeah, there's right eye. That is just even better. And Kina is nice to see at the stage. Can sell properties. So cargo shorts will become a property because of stained glass. So let's do that. There we go. Steam ladle some extra burn. Like, we don't have much to run on board. Yeah, we don't have freeze, but maybe we get freeze? Probably selling stained glass. Trying to think if we want this bushel. Yeah, let's take the bushel upgrade. It might be run in the next fight. Steam ladle is a consideration. If we go like freeze plus this item. But we'll reroll. Ooh, 2 more properties. So Pig's Gym's probably going to be bought and sold. And would you buy, sell, vending? Or you could just hold on to it for the loot items. Put some truffles on this guy. I think that's better. Does mean you need to make space, so we'll cut you. I'll pick you up. Like, I didn't actually check that we still had the cash register, so... Maybe then we actually do sell this. Because then at least we get the extra value here. Like, your truffle's giving 3 value every time. Yeah, and it also, you need to, like, leave more slots open. So we'll just take it for the strength. We don't have a property we use right now, so... What's fastest? Well, jewelry here. We'll give you some crit chance. But yeah, quite a wonky board. While we scale this guy up. However, the 10 piece I had with it yesterday, it was also quite wonky in sort of the mid game. Until I found the utility items to make that item shine. Donde? Donde, I just need you to not be too fast. Do you have the seaweed? You don't have a seaweed. Got the turbo illusory. Oh, but pufferfish is a bit scarier now, like. That item might be just too fast for us. Sheesh. That's a lot of fast poison coming out. Yeah, a bit unfortunate there. Also, like, all the other items synergize a lot better than our other items. But I think we still got potential in this one. We're making a lot of money. Ayla, I don't want to go to you, so let's grab another free shield item. The silk scarf at bronze. Far too late.
A friend. I mean, a customer.
Luxury tents is a property. Does a lot better on the board. There's Aurora Dome, but we're not very freeze heavy. I might just buy it to sell it.
Do you have to leave already?
And then, I mean, tents at least does something. If you have to sell it later, you get the extra value here. So I think I'll pick it up for that reason. Does multicast this bushel, but the bushel is falling off. And no to you guys, so... Yeah, maybe we just got him a tad too late. Treasure turtle, do we clear you? I think we do. I hope you don't have a... I hope you don't have a pufferfish, no. You have a turtle shell. Then I think we'll be okay. Like, I mean, his seaweed scaling is annoying, but we do have scaling of our own with this burn. So I found, like, once they... I think they nerfed turtle shell a little bit. Then this fight's a little bit less scary. Just hoping for some crits, yeah. I have not seen a crit in this fight yet. Don't screw me on the 26%, man. I think that one was a crit, though. Alright. Nice W versus the turtle. Would like hunker down maybe for some defense and then bar of gold for money. Oh, we got hunker down. That is nice. Going to go, I think, gold skills. But there's not too much that really synergizes with this. We don't use a large. You could maybe first strike if you wanted to get like the first burn to hit really hard. But yeah, I don't know. These aren't too great. I'll actually reroll. When you slow, when you overheal. I mean, we might overheal with this bushel. Could that regen do a little bit of work? I think so. Like, not the greatest options, but got to do with what we got. And didn't run the boomerang there, but maybe that was a good thing just for a little bit of extra strength. Washawali bird. Like, no real way to scale the healing, but I mean, it does cost a little bit more to go with the robe, but the robe's numbers are also not crazy. And oh, I do like a pearls to maybe find like better utility. Do we just take the property 9 value? It's a bit boring, but we don't have a lot of money to reroll down, so gonna have to take it. Now we got some defenses, but I can see a world where we just get outscaled by Mac. Like, we're not in the best spot right now.
You remind me of someone I fought last century.
I think we would really want to see Fort to multicast this thing. So yeah, 51 regen coming out quite quickly. It's gonna get hasted as well from spilling salts. Oh, this is looking rough. And I mean, it hits so hard as well.
Another step closer to the formula of life.
2 wins, getting the enchant already. This is very rough start. Possibly a rough end, but if you're watching this video, we are pulling things around. Haste, not really. What about Washawali bird hasted? Speed up the rest of the build? Or random luxury? Well, this is all about the luxury, so let's random him up. It's a bit more on the fun side. Huh. Oh, shiny, okay. That could get spicy. But we really need to get more burn on that thing. There's a property for more burn. Just scales when you freeze, yeah. So nothing we do. And another property is great. Don't really think we need the 30 extra healing, right?
Just toss that on my back and I'll trot it to your door.
Yeah, I don't think we need that. Would like to actually replace it for like phonograph or something.
Small items, small people.
Ooh, more properties. You love to see that. Well, in this fight, I want to run boomerang. And could maybe run stained glass window. But yeah, let's pick up these properties.
Mister. Anyway, thanks.
It's probably sell the pig's gym. Let's get a stained glass in here.
Did you see it, Quixel?
Steam ladle does not look like it's working out, so he will leave. And probably cosmic rock. Don't need the weapon crit chance. You can start this build off with a bit of burn, but also not super important, so let's do more crit chance shenanigans. But yeah, I really want to find a way to speed this up. Phonograph, haste. Like, it can burn nicely, but some of our opponents have just been outscaling us.
I've come too far to let you stop me.
I think the Mac one wasn't too scary, but that pufferfish, man. That one looked a bit hairy. Did we have space for our loot item? We did. Got ourselves a cinders. And now we got a feather to reduce those cooldowns. But ugh, an Ayla. So I might actually just grab the shielding here. And then, you know, I like the loot item, but Maybe we need more properties, scale this up. Maybe some other stuff to run in the build, so you are out of there. And we're running this.
Discounts for peace.
And not a property. We do have a rewards card, so we can buff up the value there.
Use that for the good of all.
But yeah, these aren't great. This is a property, that's very nice. And a diamond business card will pick up.
I'm so glad.
It will pay for itself back in some time. I'll even make space by upgrading this guy. And a bit of cooldown. So, feeling a fair bit stronger going into the next fight. But the fact that we can't lose anymore is scary. If something bad happens in a fight, we're kind of just... we're kind of just goners.
You should know
Moon Shader, go easy on me.
legend on Pelago.
So Captain's Wheel to speed up that anchor. Thankfully no crit chance on it. Lots of haste coming out, especially with this Zorkid. But 2 big burns and they're out of here.
Like my crew says at the bar. Another round.
Alright, the comeback. Probably gonna be a long one to 10. But I see the possibility. Like, not the best skills as well. If there was like a rigged and rust and that kind of stuff.
People first.
The potential's a bit higher, but ooh!
Happy to make a sale.
Finding a diamond one at this stage is really nice. I should probably be bumping its value up as well with the rewards card.
Weather where... Oh,
So let's actually move this guy. Bushel, I don't want to see you. Get out of my face, Bushel. Ledger, I think maybe we just don't have the space for Ledger, honestly. Can buff up value though. Gives an extra 4. I mean, it's not too crazy. I think I'll just pass. Ayla, why do I always have to see you, Ayla? And like spare change is not great. I'll probably just temp boost for some extra HP. But we don't have a ton, to be honest. Bloodreef Captain, if we get the hasting wheels, really nice. We currently don't use a large item to give haste, but you do have the battery. So battery can charge our burn item. But I think it's easier to hit on Bloodreef. He's also an easier fight. So let's go Bloodreef. Captain's Wheel, but also full arsenal for a little bit of cooldown reduction. 26% on the crit chance. I mean, that was double crit. Would like to save those double crits for the player fight, please. What do you got? Pop snappers. Ah, that's awful. Let's look at Luxury 10's crit chance. So, first time you would die each fight, your items gain 50% crit chance. Are there some better ones? Gain burn equal to 2% of your max health. So, that's an extra 66 burn. Not too bad. Crit chance one is not bad either. Like, there's not much you really want to enchant. Maybe we just take the crit chance. Like, if we die, maybe we get another usage of this guy. But also do want to keep an eye out for the belts, which we might find at the next merchant. Because belts then going to upgrade the tense sort of heal you get. But also buffing then hunker down. But yeah, not really what we want. Cargo shorts, no. T-set on max HP is just a bit too low. It heals for 340. It multicasts as well. Permanently gains some max health, but the problem is, how do you afford it? And I don't really think we can afford it. So sadly going to be a pass on Kev. He could not hand us the belt.
It's not over.
Goldie, do you have anything better for us? So multicasting toys. This is just a tool, so not working either. There is a property. Is it a property you ever run on board? I don't think so. But even trying to afford it now is a bit of a concern. Take you up to 41% on the crit chance. Like, we want this rewards card.
That's a 24-carat decision.
And just making 24 is kind of difficult. So I think that's the case where we pass. We just hope this 170 burn is enough. And we get out of here. Another Vanessa. Seeing quite a lot of them lately, huh?
You do see these tusks.
Not too many doolies.
Dethrone a king, not to squabble with nobody.
What are you rocking? So, figurehead. Ooh, the dragon. A bit of haste to speed him up. He is going to be healing you. But I'll burn overwhelming you.
Talent, you should put it toward nobler use.
Okay, making the comeback, huh? Making the comeback. Mysterious portal, sure. Mac, okay. Now this is where things could get interesting.
Hard to put a price on the price.
Well, these are not really our kind of stuff. But I will reroll. I did not see if that's a property, but I don't think so. Ooh. These are all pretty crap. I was hoping for like some nice utility. But those aren't great. Oh, and we did waste a bit of value by not moving this guy. But it is JJ time.
Bazaar's a crazy place, right?
The skyscraper. I mean, it gets plus damage thanks to the high value here, but it's nothing crazy. We're looking at... Let's say let's round it up to 200. It gives you 600 extra damage on the skyscraper. Could multicast it as well. But it's very expensive. And it's also like something I don't want to run like later into the days. I want utility to buff up the item we have. No. Any reason to buy, sell? I don't think either. So yeah, not the best spot. We're just struggling to replace these guys. Maybe that's a problem with this build, that you just don't have the best utility pieces in here. Now I think as we get the first burn on the Void Colossus, we should win it, right? So that's going to be quite nice. The skills are going to be appreciated. Charging some shield items and hasting as well. Don't think we're fast enough for Colossus. But we'll see. Oh, destroyed my burn item, but just one hit was enough. Colossus.
You'll win, and you'll win, but not against me.
When your enemy uses an item burn, I mean, it's better than what we're currently running, so I think the rogue leaves. I think the bushel's doing a bit more with the tents. And we finally get something to improve the board a little bit. Did we have a loot item? I hope the inventory was not full. Weapon skills, no. Heal skills, probably not. So, piggy skills? No, no, no. When you use a weapon, no. Looking for Chocoholic, maybe, but... yeah, these all also don't do anything. And, like, I might skip here because getting Hunker Down upgraded is nicer. Right eye, kind of nice, so... sadly, a pass there. Let's put some value on the burn item. I think I will take that, yeah. Happy picking that one up. If we were to reroll, got some money in these two items. If it's maybe like a belt, I would be happy to replace bushel with... Ooh! That multi-costs you, right? Yeah, that is nice. And these don't do too much. Also multi-cost the void shield. That is big, right? So that means we cut business. And you guys to plonk in the fort. Oh, it needs to be diamond. Okay. I'm rushing ahead. But we can get this to diamond sometime soon. And maybe a multicast on here is still appreciated, right? Yeah, but we have to wait for 13. 13 is going to be nice when we get this to diamond. Small properties not. Do we just grab chocolates? Or what is our like free option? A med kit. That's awful. So let's just grab, I guess, some free chocolates. Oh, I mean, you could go to the shop. It puts value on this guy, so let's actually just do that. And I can't imagine a reroll has anything. Unless it's a business card or a loop. Let's actually look for those kind of guys. We did not find them, but still in a nice spot.
Ugh, window shoppers.
Got the upgrades for tents. Got fort for level 13. And I think if we're able to take the more difficult monster fight the next day, we might hit 13 off that.
I should warn you. I'm not like other Jabal.
Or maybe not. I don't know.
Young for a captain, but I've seen my
But regardless, getting this diamond fort's going to be big. Get a third hit here. But yeah, we might start seeing some high rolls, so we have to be concerned, you know. Ah, scaling the crusher. Scaling the diving helmet as well, wow. Ah, so that's the combo you're using. Diving helmet to scale the shielding, which then scales the
Bring her about. I've got
the damage of the
another
crusher.
salvo with me.
Cool combo. Sadly, did not work out for them. Okay, up to 5 wins. We're pushing. There's no weapon that we want to give crit chance to, so it's going to be the property shop. I might just go, like, put some extra money on coins, just to have more money to buy, sell.
Gold and jewels are silly balls.
And perhaps want to keep a tad, like a little bit of money for a potential fort in the reroll. So that would cost 24. So we just need to keep that in mind. Unless we sell the rewards card. Which is maybe not the worst thing to do. So, does Subscraper ever potentially see play? No, I think the fort is just too good. So I'll buy one of these, I think. Reroll.
Has means in this town.
We did not see it. Okay.
I'll waive
Makes
these.
things a little bit easier for us.
Motivated.
If we buy you,
Perhaps someday we'll discuss
then we short 1 gold. Ah, it's fine.
this transaction.
And Curio. Curio, maybe some crit chance.
I got everything.
Just gotta be careful with the cooldown reduction, but the fact that we need this diamond, I mean, makes the cooldown reduction not a big deal. Ah, vehicles. Why can't you guys be properties? I think I'll probably even save the money and not buy this. And no crit chance or anything. So a bit of a whiff.
Buried jump. Ah, the joy of more.
Gold tier loot. The gunpowder, I can't really see that being used. But Awakened District, I mean, you can't one-shot us. So that's fine. Property Baron, like you nice for the value skill. But if we take District, we get 5 from him, 1 from the hour, and then we'll hit 13. Which puts us in a much better spot for the next opponent fight. So Hopefully we can get there and then in the future days go for Baron. Anything we want here? Probably the haste from Trickle Down. Balcony. Oh yeah, this is not a property. Oh, but we didn't run the boomerang. Ah. Haven't recorded in so long. I'm getting rusty on my boomerang. Oh, losing out on a gold tier loot item is sad. But not the end of the world. Hey, a property though. That is also nice to see. So, we'll move you guys like so. I think we have enough money. Just go to Ayla, but probably not going to buy anything. I mean, a hatchet actually gives a smidgen of value with the truffles.
Come back and tell me.
And what's our last option? So Finn for... That's like an extra 200. I mean, that's fine. It's like, what else am I really looking for, though? Yeah, I think we'll just take it. It's safer. And grab some extra shielding. Why not? Okay, the fort upgrade. Now, if we could somehow find some haste in this build, that would be nice. Because I still don't think we clear just yet. But a 3x on our little Bernie boy.
In 100 years when you are dust.
Well, we are gonna start seeing some scary builds as we keep going. I think I'm scared of like super lockdown. And yeah, he's gone off before me. Like, why is he so much faster? We are gonna get the revive. Oh, a tie, both on minus 69. Nice. Wow. And I mean, he's got a rust. That's annoying. But it doesn't look too crazy, does it? Like, I played back a fair bit. Doesn't look like some sort of crazy Mac build. Mysterious portal. Ooh, enchanted items. Okay.
Great power. Pretty cool, right?
I mean, maybe I like the shielding, but Radiant Ledger, no. I feel like they should delete this enchant, right? Or maybe they like a bad enchant being in there if the other ones are good. Caltrops. Like, Caltrops is a way where you can try and ensure this hits max crit. But then I buy this and it's just not the craziest item either to replace this. So I think I will pass. Golden bootstraps. Huh. Well, it can't upgrade anything on board, so it's probably not the play. Would I want to make other things golden? I don't know. I think I'll pass. It's even silver boots. So yeah. But let's get some value on the thing. No to you guys. Okay, let's remember the boomerang. And we gotta make space for the boomerang. Don't want to forget that either. Frost Street, I think we will clear you. Trash Titan, we don't need your skill. So let's go Frost Street. He doesn't have anything we want really, right? Like, we don't freeze. But if we do eventually get some freeze, I think Invigorating Cold could be nice. Beautiful 3x. Almost 1,000 burn. I think 2 of them were crits, so that's quite nice. Invigorating Cold, okay. It's probably the best option for us there. We get some scrap, okay. Let's swap these so we don't forget. And it's just, I mean, you could make an argument for Gumballs to get some crit chance. Maybe that's better than Herma, but Herma might have properties.
Look rough, man. Let's fix
So
you
let's
up.
go look for them properties. Lemonade Stand is indeed a property. So we will pick it up.
The more you get hurt, the more we can hang out.
And Cargo Shorts will become a property, so...
I'm gonna rub this stuff on you. Don't make it weird.
I hate that it like pushes them. I wish it would just swap. I find that happens to me fairly regularly. Okay, diamond skills. Ooh. Well, we do run 5 or fewer. But we can also give haste if we want. It's just very slow. So I think you grab the crit chance, because by the time this goes off, like, maybe this just goes off, crits them, wipes them out, so... Nice pick up there. Our random option small weapon sucks, so we'll go Ayla. Probably not going to have anything we want. But I'll keep an eye out for Beast of Burden. There we go. So gunpowder's out of here. Beast comes in, he becomes a property. Gives us a bit more damage on that burn. Now at 81% crit. It's a bit sad that we're wasting some of the crit chance when we die for the first time. But not the end of the world.
Noticed I'm huge? I should warn you.
Piggy vs. Piggy. Jabalian Drum. Ooh, with the Obsidian enchant. Okay, at least we're not super weapon based. But this is gonna hurt. At least we get another life. Oh, hold. Yes. Thank goodness.
That was impressive.
I faced something like this before, and I was a regular Jabalian drum build, so lots of like yo-yo activations, slingshots. These bees tore through me, so that was kind of scary. And I mean, he had decent damage on his bees. Shall we just grab a property? I think the chances we find like a cool poison item is quite low, so... Ooh, ATM. One of the good ones to pick up. And I will fight a monster, sure. Plonk you in there. Ooh, a nice one to fight. It's just scary when he hits you, like... In case you die, but... We've got a revive in there, it's nice. Praying to get the Master Salesman. That would be so nice. But even with a Master Salesman, I can see us losing the run. Because we're still quite slow. The Master Salesman. Thank you. Could fight him again, or we just get more XP. Like, his trader skill's nice, but like, money doesn't seem to be the problem right now. So let's hit him up. I mean, Arkan's Ring doesn't give you a second life, so yeah, not great. I kind of wish they maybe buffed this item so that if you used it now, you do get a second life. Oh, look at that burn, man. One use, 3,500 burn. Ooh, the Eclipse. Okay. That is interesting. That is interesting. Let's give you more crit chance, so you almost at 100%. And now becomes like the tricky question. Do you maybe Do you maybe cut fort to go eclipse? So that when you go half health, use this?
You gotta know what you're
Like, this item was pretty crappy when the bugs were so prominent, because it would get frozen and then just not use its ability. I think that happened to me in one of my runs when I was using this. But with a lot less freeze, the likelihood you use this is higher. You could maybe make the argument, cut the tents. But it gets a bit scary. Like, this is insurance if you perhaps die. It's a tough decision. 24 gold. I mean, puts 24 value because we have the salesman. So perhaps it's the pick. Very expensive property to pick up, but
I made that same investment once.
another cheaper property, which is nice. And I think we just dip. Okay, quick thought. Oh, with more properties. Thank you. ATM definitely. But balcony, you never run it, right? So buy salad. Come on, more properties. Oh, another one. I'm getting blessed. Rough early game, but come back. Okay, why can't Ford be a medium item, man? Yeah, I think the revive insurance is just nice. Especially if there's a one-shot build, right? Like with the salesman, maybe we have just enough damage. So I think I prefer keeping the tents in there. Okay, night floor. So maybe we want to see a boulder build. Flagship, okay. There is a very big freeze and only 3 active items. Okay. They froze like the weakest one. Oh, thank goodness. Let's see if the tent's activated. I actually wasn't watching. That looks scary. Okay, tents looks like it didn't go off. But yeah, a ton of burn. Really happy we're making this item work. We are almost there. Probably gonna sell Fort as well, because yeah, I think I like this setup. Goldie looking for properties.
rich and stupid.
No properties, so we out of here.
Earn my respect.
We get an upgrade, but I mean, you could do boomerang. I think it's a bit more reliable than a gold tier skill. Would love some sort of freeze though. Yeah, I think just Pig has so many crap skills. Let's go maybe a bit safer with the boomerang.
Moving up in the world.
And Barcoon for
Do you have any really?
some properties. Okay. Stained window, Pig's gym. I mean, these are all properties.
Smithsworth. Oh, did he see me close a deal?
Don't want to run you in a fight, really? I mean, you could make a profit, but Fort, get out of there.
I'm almost sure that was a good trade.
Oh, another property.
I'll show those.
You'd love to see it.
scumps back home. I'm gonna
Globe,
be
I
up
might
to
actually hold. Just for an extra 200 max HP.
I'm almost sure that was a good trade.
Like, I'm feeling fine on money. And Volcus. So when you shield freeze, it's a pity we don't have any sort of shielding. And he also has the skill where when you freeze, you gain more crit chance, but that's not needed. Maybe just salesman, like he has properties. He's also got the trader skill. So, whew, what a turnaround of a run. Like, even if we get unlucky in the next fight, I'll probably still post this video. I think how we get unlucky is probably a freeze on on the eclipse and then something bad happens. But we can go have a look at Pearl, because I think Void Golem can be replaced by something that helps this build. Maybe hastes at the start, maybe it like an icicle could potentially be run as well.
Surface of the outlands.
So let's have a look for some stuff. A mirror. Well, you'd have to upgrade that. Upgrade is going to be quite unlikely, so you could grab a property here. But I think the little bit of extra damage from selling a property is not that big. I think we want to find something that starts the build. Dragon Wing, no. What else you got here? Damn, no. I mean, maybe like the... Maybe the shielding from this is just actually good. And I do just grab a property. Like, I have not been actually looking at what the shield amount is. But we've been burning like 3,000, 4,000. Well, it's going to be like... This is 800. Gets doubled to 1.6 and crits for like 3,200 burn. So you get a 3,200 shield. That's not too bad, actually. Let's actually maybe hold on to it. But I think a phonograph might persuade me. We'll sell the dam.
Any good fights lately? Oh, I do.
And looking for Bobby. No Bobby.
All my weapons have been tested in battle.
Okay, hopefully no super high roll. Permafreeze Mac could be a problem if we don't get our first burn off.
Why must we do this?
Maybe like a
Death
super
laughs
fast
at us
bat.
both.
Soul of the District, okay. Okay, not an instant activation from him. How are your slows looking? Okay, we survived the first hit. 7,000 burn on the opponent. Wow. Oof. Oh, and the Void Shield actually giving tons of shielding. 20,000 shielding. Okay. Don't think we can actually cut that item. But the 10th's also coming in clutch for the revive. Yeah, maybe even if I had a phonograph, I wouldn't run it because the defensive insurance seemed really nice there.
Our bodies are just containers.
Shield skill. Maybe some crit chance on this. Like chocolates are not that necessary.
With a good enough defense, you'll barely even need an offense.
That's an extra 900 HP. It's not bad, because I feel like you can reroll and miss quite a lot.
You wield it well enough.
So let's just take that.
Shield can be its own kind of weapon.
Okay, a day 15 run. Quite a battle we had to put up with.
If that doesn't work
But
out,
we are not done just yet. 2 more fights. Tons of properties.
how about this weather? We're
Love to see that. Okay, Volcus. So we do shield, actually. Should I have been going to Volcus? Almost did not run my damage item. We'll just run that.
Target acquired. Engaging.
Yeah, did I maybe think I didn't have shielding? Huh. But there's the the very long freeze, which is annoying. Just waiting. And I mean, you could get unlucky with timings here and it doesn't activate. But it does go off. Thank you.
Target is resisting.
Yeah, I have lost to this guy a few times. But thankfully, it's like a late stage in the run where those late losses are not the worst. Gonna kick you out and Crit chance at 96. If this was ever like 110, you could put the crit chance from right eye on it, but not the case. Got a lousy gland.
Who I am does
But Shrouded Figure lets us hit the level up.
That's given up the business.
And a Cinders. Huge for us. And we are going to temp boost for some max HP. Alright, let's get all of you out of here. I don't need a Soul Signet actually. We probably got a little bit more max HP from that. And an extra 1,000 there. Okay, another piggy. A nice legend player. Let's see what he's cooked up. Hopefully it's like a one-shot build that struggles to go off a second time.
Boring.
But a lot of freeze could be bad. Looks like it's a one-shotter. Ooh, bigger clips, yeah. Ooh. That's a cool build. But he's a tad slow. I think we'll get our burn off and then maybe we're okay. Wow, look at the shielding. Oh, we perma-frozen. Oh, but it didn't matter. The initial burn was just too much for him. That was looking scary, actually. Because I don't think we got our clips use off. Damn, what a comeback, eh? I think that was a 2-win enchant. Got shiny on it and really helped us stabilize. And then we got a tense for a little bit of insurance. Master Salesman was massive, bumping up that value. Fort, give us a little bit of strength. And then Eclipse, also more insurance for when we go half health. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this run. My second 10-piece with these Luxury Kiuas. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video on the new patch. Peace.